area. NAVI Javelins will be the initial aggressors on the T side at least, but CT's pretty aggro as well. Very important area to hold, but the first flashpoint will be the ramp of the B bomb site, it looks like. Anna holding the smoke to try and delay things. 3 Julies again for FURIA. We've seen this before. It is a lot of action that they want to deploy with these pistols. So far, so good. Running low, but look who's here to pick up things immediately. Kar and Isa. Angelka and Viku remain 2 versus 3. This is still a dangerous round for both squads, even if the bomb's down on the ramp. They know that the T's are coming, but they only need 1 shot to find a frag, especially at this range, just like that. Wonderful stuff from Angelka. You've got to try and abuse these ranges if you can. Not easy, though, when you've got lurkers around the map. Where is Viku with these Julies? Well, they found her now. Very scary stuff for FURIA. They can't lose another pistol with the way the first map has gone. They need this pistol. Moving down the ramp now, but Angelka's a hard woman to put down. 1v1. Isa can go for the wide swing. Julies versus Julies, though. They can both do the same. It's going to be about that headshot, but how long does Isa focus on that? How long does Viku hold for? Starting to creep out now, wondering where Isa is. That bomb's still on the ramp. 25 seconds, plenty of time to deal with this. Isa's got to be real careful about how she's positioning herself. Bomb's been collected, but does she realize it's gone? It's not on the radar anymore. Someone's got to call that. The bomb's been picked up. 12 seconds. Viku could go down for free now, going for that bomb plant. Got a good angle, though, as Isa creeps up, having a quick look, and now it's going to get crazy. Julies versus Julies. Viku chooses to maybe plant the bomb, play the bomb, rather. Trying to escape. That's a long reload, though, and Viku's considering it, taking another angle. Oh, she's never going to see it coming. There's the spam, delivering the goods. Great reposition as that reload came through, and a wry smile as the pistol is taken.
Yeah, once more, it is a NAVI prevailing here in that pistol round. And we thought, really, for a good second, FURIA had such a good chance of bringing that round back into their hands. Started off so well with this early pistol aggression at Smoke, making things really shifting towards their favor. But things started to go awry. The individual stepping up for NAVI once more.
Angelka was a huge difference maker for NAVI. Patient on that ramp, dangerous with that Glock. 3 kills in the round. Very, very crucial. Kept it competitive. Looks so strong positionally for FURIA, those plays through the smokes and such, but Angelka had something to say about that, and maybe she'll be the star of the show today.
Gonna be walking here into an empty B bomb site. FURIA decided to stack over towards A. So with that easy bomb plant in the pocket. And now, FURIA, I mean, it's only here and there PT50 bought into, so you could very well just go for a hunt.
They could, however, with all these SMGs on the map, that's bonus money to be made by NAVI as well. Don't want to give them the extra, but the Galil's a good one to find. Awkward range for the MAC-10. Now, do you let them pick up the Galil? Do you risk losing an AK? FURIA losing the first map of the series. Very one-sided affair. All the momentum is with NAVI, especially as they start 2-0 on Ancient.
Oh, well, okay, Kar at least continues to keep a hold of that Galil, a quick 180 turn. So FURIA now, of course, will be once more the real test. We've had a similar situation over on Anubis with NAVI, a pistol in the pocket. And then FURIA, at the early stages of the map, were able to make it close and competitive. But then NAVI started to just continue to walk away with it. So I am curious to see what FURIA can now do. To go aggressive here in towards middle, but with nades flying about, dealing with these smokes, they make things very tricky here for FURIA.
Look at this split off mid, though. But that smoke is so deep, Viku can't find the other end of it. NAVI is so ready. They look so dangerous when they're targeting an area. And it's so great to see again. Hopefully we'll see strength from FURIA later on, but this is the NAVI we were hankering to see earlier in this. weekend of action. Look at Viku go, though. Multi-frag to keep her team at the advantage. And now FURIA have tough decisions to make. Do they stick together? Do they commit to one bomb site? Do they push through? Or do they go one-on-one? They've got the range with the rifles. But they are down bad at the moment. This timing could be quite interesting. Oh, they're going the long way with 35 seconds. They've more or less cleared the A bomb site, but it seems they want to approach long as well.
Oh.
Coin flip, and they've picked the wrong side. The utility will tell the story, though, but it seems they will cut their losses for now.
Yeah, this was a very large investment, of course, for FURIA coming into this round, not with throwing it all away, especially 2 rifles. But this is tough. You think maybe with a push down the middle, you could at least still get a bit of a proactive approach when it comes down to B, but then you make the wrong gamble. And that's it. That's the end. You have to save.
Gabi is a player we love to see on the CT side. Very strong defender. Nothing doing just yet early on Ancient. NAVI on the hunt once again. They look so good at the moment. But I want to see them consistently at this level, though. Because, again, we know it's so clear what their peak is. They're so dangerous when they reach it, but they need to stay at this level. Especially if they go deeper in this tournament. They will need to. The challenge will only get more difficult. Speaking of difficult, have a look at this buy from FURIA. Better find the best flashes of all time. Oh, there's a big swing here from Isa. Great timing. As they were maybe getting in position to pinch that mid-area once again. But look how active FURIA are being. What kind of response can we have here from NAVI? They've lost presence towards B. The bombs alone lurking as maybe a plan B will be a split of this A bomb site. But again, if that bomb is dropped by Gabs with her P250, and we're asking a lot here, that could buy some time for the rotation for FURIA because the heavy forces, Isa and Gabi, are pretty far away for the time being. Look at Viku and Hanka just creeping in, though. Is Gabs aware of this? Well, definitely with the utility. These boxes haven't been checked. Let's not forget how much work Empathy did in their matches. And now it's Gabs' turn to do the same. She's got to stay alive here. Jump equal, run distraction. This is working swimmingly for FURIA, looking for their first round. Suddenly taking control. The P250 continues to deliver. Angelka, though, has been sharp, but Isa's just as sharp on this occasion. And FURIA find a surprise round.
Yeah, and to do that on that particular buy says a lot. FURIA are not looking to slow down. But partially it's on the back of some mistakes that NAVI made there as well. You know, we were talking about it. Empathy got away with it in their game yesterday. And now the same thing happens. That box, very common position for a CT player to be in, goes unchecked. Especially with something like a pistol, this is where things start to get a bit tricky.
Credit to FURIA, though, at the beginning of that round for the urgency. With only 2 rifles on your squad, you've got to take the fight to your opponent, and they picked the right swing. Again, they saw some of these Ts in similar positions when they went to pinch that mid-area in the round prior, and he managed to isolate the solo player there with the pop flash. Really nice stuff. Completely turns things on its head now as Carl wields the AWP. And now NAVI have a rough buy after a surprise loss. This is where FURIA could build. They need to keep that boulder rolling. Good presence in mid from the CT side now. NAVI have been fighting for that, but FURIA are absolutely coming to life. The first frag for Gabi in this game. Although Angelka, she is a monster. Another 2K for her. I said at the beginning of this map, after the pistol, she could be the star of this series. That continues to be true.
I thought for a second maybe this can go a bit awry with how much those CTs were kept busy over towards the B bomb side, but with Car continuing to be sharp up on that AWP.
Quick
bomb.
note, sorry to interrupt you. Angelka just showed the bomb with that swing of the deagle, which you would think might keep FURIA more entertained than they are, but they're so proactive. They were just shown the bomb there, fired a few shots, ran off, and they immediately understand what might be happening. You've got Gabs clearing that area so they can put most of their 3 players towards that B bomb site. They're expectant of these moves by NAVI now.
NAVI pushing the site very, very deep, already ready to deal with Car's positioning, knowing where she was last spotted, but there's 2 more players you need to deal with. Car actually now rotating through middle to help out the rest of the squad. Trying to pincer in from cave, from long. So Yuto in their hands as well. And the kit on the back. Time continues to tick, clearing up the site, smoke on that bomb. And maybe just hoping and sticking is going to be cutting it. Even though it takes a little bit of a while, Viku can't quite connect. Yes, we'll get an exit, but FURIA, they find a follow-up round.
Yeah, that was a strong retake. They had really good util to just close off the choke points, and that bomb was in a really nice place to put a massive smoke around it. Plenty of cover as well. Works quite nicely for FURIA. After that 2K with the MAC-10, things were looking real worrisome. And again, Angelka continues to be a difference maker, a big game player for her squad. But FURIA are catching up now. They're keeping the Javelins poor. That will allow them to claw back some of these rounds.
And it all started with that early mid-aggression. FURIA, this time around, was in control of the map. With that, sending NAVI packing with now the majority only pistols to work with. Viku does have an AK. They're gonna creep on in, send Viku up on the boost position this time. No one up close in the site, at least someone just sitting behind default. Oh, now spotted. Throwing in additional util. But I'm not too sure if that will keep those T's at bay. They want to push on through.
Nice debate, though. You can see Gabi was trying to put in work, and Gabs is now running as her teammate's been lost. So a 2-person setup has been broken by NAVI. This is awkward now, all of a sudden. Have a look at this buy from NAVI. This is very ropey indeed, but it almost feels like they are at the advantage. These choke points for FURIA are not ideal, even with a few smokes and flashes. This is a terrifying retake, and they could lose everything. If one of these pistols swings first, and then the AK starts to clean up afterwards, that could be an absolute mess. They know LETi's here with the rifle, but what can Lena do while LETi is still alive? Going for that defuse, that's a big catch by Car just before she finds the angle. That is a rescue for FURIA, who only survive with 2 players.
Yeah, on the back of 4 pistols, NAVI definitely make this one work. Gets close. Too close for comfort, perhaps, here. FURIA still struggling to make rounds like these clean. But at least the scoreline is now all tied up. Rifles, orbs, all across the board. And now you have no excuse. The real fight is going to come out.
Again, an aggressive approach as they threaten mid. NAVI, plenty of mollies to keep the CTs at bay. We've got 3 over towards this B-bomb site, been abandoned for now, and that's a great start. Viku taking heavy damage as well as Angelka. Lena dropped by the AWP. There is time to wait for a curious peek. In the meantime, NAVI want to understand the climate towards mid. But again, FURIA are so proactive. They're not going to sit back and allow NAVI to play their game. Now, Car's in a great spot with the AWP, so if she needs to have a look over towards A, she can do that, although look at all these positions. There is so much going on at the moment. Angelka dropped, bullets towards Red Room. This is getting awkward for NAVI, and Gabs is flanking through T-spawn at the same time. Considering her options, though, as this net is pretty damn closed. Is there a way towards A for this squad? Maybe not with Gabi. She knows they're considering their options, but FURIA are everywhere, and this is the advantage of being so proactive. They've got all the angles they need, and LETi is very alone.
FURIA is just one step ahead every single time. Just when NAVI think, okay, maybe we have to go a bit of a different way, we are getting expected in towards Red Room. That's when FURIA, before you know it, are already behind you, sneaking, and they are accounting for your new positions. And this is, you know, classic South American Counter-Strike. We like to see them aggressive. I mean, but they do it in a bit more of a quiet fashion. NAVI struggle now a bit to get grip on the map. Not quite ready for these pushes, and they sometimes they bring it out at multiple occasions, not always towards that A bomb site. And NAVI are just struggling to predict where the next push will come from.
FURIA are here to fight. Great series so far. Plenty more to come. NAVI don't want to open the door and allow FURIA to walk back into this series with the way the first map went. And again, all credit if you're joining us late and you see that score, all credit to how good NAVI were in that first map of the series. Tech9s can be very dangerous. Great lineup by Gabs, but there is revenge to be had. I don't see that every day. 4 pistoleros now looking to close the distance on the A bomb site. This is where things get very dangerous for FURIA. Tech9s up close are terrifying. That's all the utility got though for NAVI, but Gabi's got to deliver these kills. Falling back to protect the rifle. The bomb plant's coming through again. And again, this is where things get nervous. These choke points are awkward.
And the bomb plant already in itself is a win. And what more can NAVI even do? Or what can they actually do? I mean, perhaps Gabi, they do make sure to clean at least the first 2 players up. And now you have to make sure that the other 2 just go clean. You don't want any more damage happening into this round. It's your time to shine, and they are low. Hoping, continue to fight. Oh, and they're so close. These are 2 HP, but they do get the defuse in. But once again, it's tricky.
That could have been a dicey one. Gabi really took one for the team there. Already in the reds. Took a bullet for the president. Protect the VIP. A worthy cause. 5-3 then. Both squads on the bye. VQ will pull out an AWP as well. And again, the battle will rage on for control of mid as Angelka keeps an eye on things as best she can. Angelka looks to do her best work. Still on 7. Carl with 11 has been important for FURIA on that CT side. And again, FURIA keep making aggressive plays on A. Gabi with a deep position on A long. Good spread for NAVI. They try to understand where opportunity lies.
Oof.
Bit late on the response there, but still alive. Well, they know where the AWP is. Now, with the information on where the AWP is for FURIA, does that play a part in their decision-making on where they end up here? They are bunching together on this B bomb site, but there are no less than 3 FURIA players waiting for them.
And now with the timer, NAVI, even with the smoke right in front of them, they continue, but the counter flash is so good, and even without X-Blind herself, doesn't quite matter. They continue to wipe NAVI away. Lina, the only one who has set foot up on the side, does have the bomb, but won't even be able to get that objective down.
What's that, chicken? Is that chicken? What are you eating there?
Bit of...
Chicken, turkey, pork, what are we talking about? Impossible burger. 6-3 for FURIA. Their proactiveness on the CT side is great to see again. It was all about the strength of NAVI for the most of Anubis, but FURIA are showing themselves here. They are getting the information, they're making the right plays, and they are closing the nets on NAVI time and again. A 6-3 lead now after a slow start. FURIA are definitely here for this series as well.
Ooh, looks like NAVI just gonna set up perhaps for an execute down towards A. No mid presence, just having Lena throw in some util to perhaps fake out some presence, keep those players over towards Donut, being worried about their backs, but they deal with the first threat absolutely brilliantly. That's 2 kills already, looking for more, and what they do so, there's a couple of trades back though, but once before, it's only Lena that is standing. The damage has been dealt in a very difficult spot once more for her to be in.
Yeah, but now she can reset the situation because she has the bomb and plenty of time. Maybe if she goes back and picks the correct bomb site, there's only one person there. There is absolutely a chance to clutch this one. Gabby and Gabs pairing up there with a bait setup on the A bomb site. Maybe those 2 Gs will be something we talk about in this new iteration of FURIA for the future. Punctured by Car, who collects yet another one on this first half of Ancient. She's been so important for FURIA as well.
And things start to flip on its head a little bit. Of course, this being Navi's map pick. Navi struggling to get things going here up on the T side. FURIA looking solid, strong. They have the answers ready. And now Navi, I mean, it's upgraded pistols, but these can definitely still be scary. Especially when they go in fast.
Yeah, this is not a buy. This is an execute! Oh boy, took one in the face. That's really going to neuter the power here. Anna still has range versus these pistols. So far, so good, but 2 versus 3. This can still change.
Viku 100 HP, armor, and an AK in her hands. Definitely a very scary prospect to be up against. These CT stuck behind smoke still will cause a big delay.
Viku's got flashes for LETi. Can she find an angle for them though? Car was blind for a moment, but the numbers are overwhelming as FURIA will collect one more round. This is a great answer to a rough first game for them. They continue to build on Ancient.
I don't know, really thought Navi had the right idea there. The additional flash as well, the setup looked good. If only the peak was just a little bit faster, who knows what still could have happened. Still, they managed to get the bomb down, get a couple of casualties in. The problem being just that scoreline. FURIA just continues to march on through, and no matter how close NAVI Javelins get, if there's no further rounds, then who knows, maybe a third map is into the run after all.
A lot of action on that ramp, but he's just got a nice angle. Look at the cleanup from FURIA. That is a wonderful response. Shutting Navi down time and again. LETi and Angelka versus the world. How the tables have turned from game 1 to game 2. Shu is certainly on the other foot now.
No choice but to slow it down. Hope for an opportunity somewhere else. They have util on their backs. Just praying that you're going to be walking into the bomb site where perhaps there's only 2 CTs. You make that fight work. This is a big uphill battle.
FURIA coming into Ancient angry with the lack of presence on Anubis. Again, 2 very evenly matched teams. Revenge of sorts in this first half. Look at the bait from Gabby. They will never see Isa coming. Shoulder-to-shoulder setups working really nice for this FURIA squad. A great first half from them. They are fuming after that first map, and they've still got something to say after this break.
at a loss for cars or sparkly diamond rings. I don't really care about them platinum studded boys that run around the whole damn town just showing off the toys. Like do-si-do, I'm ready to go. Been a damn long week, it's time for the show. Call my girls like, ooh, don't you know? I'm with my girls, yeah, my girls. We've been working all day. It's time to dance the night away. I'm with my girls, yeah, my girls. We got records to play, so come let's dance.
Well then, it's NAVI's turn to come into the second half with plenty of work to do. Just as FURIA tried to and failed in the first game, will NAVI do the same? They've been dangerous in these pistols. Angelka has been a star for them. Will that continue now as the tide is turned? FURIA with a storm of rounds in that first half. Look to take that momentum straight through to a third map of Mirage. Let's see if NAVI can stop them on the CT side now. Just one pair of Julies for Viku, but look at all these Ts running through, bouncing off the ceiling. Gabs and Gabby, the double Gs again make it a 5-on-3.
Yeah, what more can Angelka do? Just hope that one of these shots through the smoke connect. Has to wait for her teammates to arrive and then pray for the best. There's no kit in one of their hands, so that certainly will make things very, very difficult here in this retake. Slowly edging on through. Smoke has been faded. And Angelka knows that someone might still be stuck on that side, but so far, no trouble is there. Gabs continue to shoot and lands just every shot.
Look at these late flashes coming in from them as well. So much detail, keeping that util for the late game post plant just to stop those CTs. How many are expecting flashes to come that late? Normally, the util will be dumped on the push. Again, attention to detail, evenly matched squads here. Huge pistol, and that's the kind of encouragement that FURIA needed to just feel on level pegging with NAVI after that first game. Almost a mirror of what we saw. Wonderful work, and again the flashes, but the stack will prevail. All those USPs will get a max 10 for their spoils, but so many people spotted by FURIA means they can go anywhere they want.
Just imagine if Lena went unchecked there. But no, it will be a clean bomb pop. And well, farming some extra cash while we're at it as well here for Car. Has the Mech 10 in her hand. Needs to reload. But this is so great. Having that a backup as well. So even on the reload, you're safe. Your fellow teammates have your back, and they continue to just tear NAVI apart. Ultimately, you know, it's pistols for them. Just being bullied.
Great work. Maybe a short second half once again. As Angelka is dealt with. FURIA feeling like their normal selves now. Obviously, Mirage is quite likely, and I'm quite excited for the idea of a Mirage. (11-3) then. This is where the second half really begins. Interesting expressions from Angelka.
At least we'll shut down any early pushes that potentially were to come the way of B. FURIA will drop a couple of extra nades to be thrown. So it looks like perhaps they want to make it work a bit later. They also want to see if they can make something work off of middle, then late flashes, a Molotov, clear out the close angle. No one there knocking on the door though. What would a plan of FURIA be? You can potentially see if you can wrap through. No one currently sitting in red room. Duo have to walk past Viku into Donut first. But it looks like maybe a group up towards B will be the answer.
Big duel to win. Holding that area if the push is to come, it's going to be really important. Instant response from FURIA. How much information have they gleaned from this? They've still got 45 seconds on the clock, but they seem to have an idea as to what they want to do. But they need to move together for these trade fracks. They're just not getting them this time. That's really going to help Navi. Hanka's angle is so oppressive. Not much hope for FURIA in this scenario. So many angles to focus on, and Hanka will get an easy cleanup on the bomb site, rally the troops with some shouting as well. They've got some work to do.
This is already looking a lot better here for Navi. Still, large gap to make up for. But right now, things are looking at least positive.
Tactical timeout from FURIA. Looking to slow things down. This lead can easily slip away. Always good to just break that little momentum that the other team have, even with a brief taste of round victory. I really want to see FURIA close this one out, and soon. I want to see both teams have something confident to go into the third map with, obviously the first map for Navi. The FURIA doing the very same would just set up a nice decider. Again, this is an elimination match. Very ropey buy for FURIA. Then they've gone for the full force. Nothing left in the tank. Anna's going to show some presence towards B, it seems. She's really showing some presence. She's pulling Viku away as well. So we've got a 4-on-2 on this A bomb site. And now it's one with LETi lost. And Anna's managed to steal a kill with that Tech 9 as well. So this is rough for Navi. 3-on-5. Like, you kind of need to call it, even though they're going to be against 12 rounds. Oh boy, Anna's lurking as well. Easy sound cues for her. Navi may lose everything here. Things are speeding up though. They have kits on both these players, but again, I think Anna's position, well, won't even be needed in the end. A very low percentage situation, but that was the only round they could afford to lose.
Now, FURIA making that work with 3 pistols in their hands is huge. Partially down to their util as well. Just a very good execute there. Up on the site. These entries is once more the duo of gabs and Gabby is just so solid. Positioning of Arna X there, grabbing that 1 kill over towards B, keeping those CTs busy, and then in the lurk position too. FURIA have the answers ready. And I know that that round definitely was still possible for Navi to try and turn around, but to make sure they're in the best possible position to try and prevent that from happening. Now Navi have 1 more shot to try and prevent it from going to a third map. But once more, they are locked out.
Yeah, and all those rifles lost really breaks them for what could be the final round. They've got something to say though. LETi with that last round in the magazine squeezes 1 more. 3-on-2 for Navi. And now Gabs is the last one standing. This one may not be over just yet then. It's going to be hard to make a play through that smoke. Reveals herself to 3 people. The CTs will stand for now. There's more work to be done here for NAVI Javelins.
Needs to be a first of many. But once again, it's the team with the pistols in hand who tend to prevail. LETi here finds the first and the follow-up to spam through the box. But it's looking good. Then again, so much more work to do. At least FURIA will be back on pistols themselves. No rifle to do the heavy lifting. And they have a couple flashes of smoke as well, and looks like they will be deploying them quite fast. Maybe just hoping that they can burst on through, and they will do so, but they are also completely shut down. Hanka, LETi grabbing kill after kill, and Navi not messing around with this one.
A fast eco round is a good eco round, and that one was really brief. AKs will be coming out once again. We'll see if sacrifices are required to get utility. There'll be the 1 Galil, 2 Galils, sorry. Anna and Gabs will require Galil purchases to get that full util. And we know that FURIA will use that util well. NAVI will be fully equipped also. No AWPs, but other than that, everybody's ready for this one. 3 AK-47s for NAVI will certainly help. You always want one of those in the hands of Angelka as well. But let's see if it makes a difference in round 19, as they need all the rounds. Only half the score of FURIA at this point, and that urgency is very high indeed. Will they escape with that advantage though? Maybe they will, even if it's a 4-on-3. Maybe they won't, as Angelka is barbecued.
Still a 3-on-3. FURIA with their bomb lost over towards the B bomb site. They sort of have to regroup perhaps, but they try and take space across the map, hope that maybe gets pick up the bomb, send it over. Only problem being they lose these players up in individual fights. Gabs just about wins that duel.
Have they not seen the bomb? They've all left the bomb. They must have no idea that the bomb was there. We thought they knew it was down. But apparently not. Maybe it's the angles, the deviation in the floor that didn't reveal it. So now Isa's got a chance at a 1 versus 1, but caught. As soon as she pulls out the nade, she is peaked. That is the Counter-Strike curse. And we roll on.
Yeah, you hate to see that, but happens to the best of us. But it's a bit of a shame. Over there, not quite pulling through. The bomb was a bit awkward. Perhaps they themselves were getting paranoid as well. Like, they must have found it. We need to find space across the map to try and perhaps get behind them. That didn't quite work out. The individual duels not working in their favor, losing player after player, falling like flies. Then you have a very difficult spot to find yourself in. And with that, NAVI do march on closer and closer. Still more to find. But who knows what more they can do. FURIA back on pistols once more.
At what point do we start to get concerned about FURIA here? Because if they don't plant the bomb, every second round is an eco round, basically. And if NAVI can deal with them, it's not too many rounds to tie the score up here. These kinds of rounds have been going fairly quickly, so that'll help NAVI focus as Car's got nowhere to go. But Gabs, hold on. Look how she can isolate these fights. She can get a 1v1. Such a tight choke point. Changing position though as utility starts to come through, but she's still got a reasonable angle. It's a time for the reload. Down to the pistol. Surely not like this. That would have been the ace. That would have been devastating for NAVI, but they still stand.
Oh, that is perhaps too close for comfort, knowing that FURIA could still do that with pistols in hand. Chances up on the table. Still not quite over the finish line just yet. NAVI stay in it. But surely, if you're NAVI right now, yeah, these mistakes you can't quite afford. Timeout on the back of that.
Right then, if FURIA plant the bomb, they get a bye. They have to, at a minimum, plant the bomb so they can have a full go the next round as well. Otherwise, it's half the rounds to catch up for the Javelins. And they know they're close. They will feel they are close now. They've put a string of rounds together. And this does not have to be over just yet. You can see the focus on the faces. And now the really big guns are out. Car's been so good with the AWP in that first half, especially 18 frags for her. And she'll pull it out once again, as will Viku. Luxury of the CT angles. Heading towards the A bomb site for now. FURIA will look to establish some control around B.
Lots of counter-aggression. NAVI dump a bunch of nades their way. So FURIA with that give mid instead a bit of a look in. Have the support of Gaps as well. They have to wait for the smoke to fade first. Oh, and that's an awkward situation. Spam right through. And that's the opening for NAVI now.
Oh, that's
No
quite
way.
the angle. I was thinking she's got maybe one more magazine, and look how much damage she has done. Lena, do you have any idea how much you have impeded FURIA in this round? Again, as a minimum goal of planting the bomb, that makes things so much harder. That's almost 3 people standing. And they haven't done anything yet. Heading towards B. LETi's lurking around the back. This could be quite the defense for NAVI here. Angelka waiting for these flashes to come and go. Looking to split for her teammates, but Gabby's ready for her. They're lining up, but they will win the duels. Viku and Hanka remain now. This is a must-win for them. They have to go for this. Continuing forward. Will she be ready, Viku? Beyond the flashbang. A quick look, and she's on her own now. Hanka's been dropped. 1v3 with an AWP is going to be difficult. Just picked up a kit from her teammate. She's got to go for this wallbang, surely. Nothing doing, though. That clock is ticking as well. They're giving her absolutely nothing. Peeking together, and that will finish off the job. FURIA will take it. They will force it to a 3rd map of Mirage.
Yeah, and Mirage now up next is quite scary. It's a map that we don't really see a lot of on the side of NAVI, and classic SA fashion. Mirage is usually a very explosive map. So with this